Hi everyone, welcome to my poster presentation for the EPS. I will describe a study that was run as part of my PhD at the University of York. Our lab is interested in thought processes and the antecedents of such complex behaviour. We engage in multiple streams of thought throughout the day, across multiple contexts. Despite this, studies typically investigate thought by sampling participant thought within an undemanding task context, which is used to promote states of thought. This type of task is, however, unrepresentative of the context in which we engage in thought in daily life. We wanted to address this gap in the literature by sampling thought across a range of task contexts. Firstly, we wanted to see if context does influence the expression of thought, and secondly, whether individual differences relate to the extent to which thought is expressed within a given context. We had participants engage in multiple task contexts which ranged from discrete cognitive tasks such as emotion recognition and working memory to more naturalistic tasks such as watching documentary and threatening video clips. After each task context, participants' thoughts were sampled. They were asked 13 questions about the features of their thoughts. We applied a principal component analysis to decompose the thoughts reported and found that across all of the task contexts, participants engaged in 4 general types of thoughts. The word clouds in the top left of Figure 2 depict the features that make up each type of thought reported, with the colour of the word representing the direction of the relationship, red being positive and blue being negative, and the size of the word indicating the magnitude of the loading. We then applied linear mixed modelling to the data to explore if thoughts were expressed differentially as a function of task context. We found that participants' thoughts significantly varied across the different task contexts. This is shown here in the bottom word clouds and graphs in Figure 2, which represent the extent to which each thought type was expressed in each task context. Please note, in these word clouds, lilac represents a positive association and green negative. A repeated measures ANOVA was used to assess if individual measures on a depression scale affected the expression of thought across the task contexts. We found that higher scores on the depression measure were associated with more expression of negative and intrusive thought. These results suggest that context does influence thought, and individual differences can influence the extent to which thought is expressed within a particular context. There is therefore a need to broaden the tasks used to study thought, which has a particular implication for task selection for laboratory studies of thought. Thank you for listening, and please feel free to ask me any questions during the Q&A.